this little part is called happiness.
Last fall, Will Smith was nominated for an Academy Award for his role in The Pursuit of Happyness, portraying Chris Gardner, a once homeless father who found his way to a job and financial security through sheer determination. But that wasn't the only feel-good story on the set. While on break filming in a convenience store, director Gabriel Lucchino needed someone to play the cashier when he spots Peter in a crowd of extras. Moments later, Peter was face to face with Hollywood legend Will Smith. But what happens next will shock you.
20, 30, 40, 50. Anything else?
No, that's good.
Normally, extras are no more than furniture and treated as such. But Peter's improvised line of "You need anything else?"
Anything else?
No.
Anything else?
No.
so impressed the director that it made the final cut of the movie, and journeyman actor and temporary worker Peter Mussad would finally get his break. But in Hollywood, things are never as they seem. We caught up with Peter to hear his entire incredible story firsthand.
We were in a convenience store and Will grabbed a power bar. And, you know, I thought the scene was over, so I asked if he wanted something else, you know, like if he needed anything else.
You need anything else? The line.
Yes, yeah. You know, like a drink, because they can be pretty dry.
Movie stars?
No, power bars. Well, I guess the microphone was still on, so they used it.
Movie magic.
Movie magic? Movie something.
How did you prepare for the role?
I worked as a cashier for a year.
For a whole year you worked in a convenience store. Just to get ready for this role, just in case it was your time.
Well, I was already working there. A lot of the ladies like to come and get their vitamin water from there.
You need anything else? That line, what's that mean to you?
The line, that's it.
You need anything else?
If we stopped the interview now, this would be the feel-good story of the year. But what Peter told us next shocked us to the very core.
That I didn't get credit for. I never received credit for being in that movie.
We asked Peter to watch the closing credits one more time, and as the cast of characters rolls down the screen, Peter and I relive his own personal agony as the names scroll from Will Smith on down to Pizza Son, Brandon Deadweiler, and no sign of Peter Mussad.
Peter, tell us about that day.
Opening night, Christmas night, I brought my friends and family, flew them in from New Jersey, and we stayed to the end when the credits rolled, and I was not listed in said credits.
So a movie that's all about never giving up. The power of the human spirit. Never letting anything stop in the way of your goals, no matter how desperate your situation is. The movie that says there's no dream that's too impossible, in effect, crushed your dreams.
That's right, yeah.
Mr. Mussad, what do you think Chris Gardner would have to say about all this? The character that Will Smith plays in the film is based on a real man, a real human being who suffered and was homeless.
Damn, that's tough.
Mr. Mussad, think of all the work you've done all the years, all the standing around like a piece of furniture in small independent films. Your only 2 credits are as a monitor man and a keg man in 2 films. And now you get your big break. Your big break, you're standing there doing a scene mano a mano, as you said, with a big-time A-list movie star. You're in a scene with Will Smith, and poof! Hollywood decides that you don't belong, that they don't want any part of you, that your credits aren't worth their time or their money. How does that make you feel?
Yeah. I'm not in the credits.
Go on.
The other clerk guy was. The Indian guy, but I wasn't.
The Indian that Mr. Mussad refers to is Keith Stevenson. We know this from his credit as Indian grocery clerk. Ditto for check cashing clerk Arvind Kumanar. These were the only scenes in the movie for both these gentlemen. No longer able to control his emotions, Mr. Mussad lashes out.
Maybe I need to talk like this to get credit. Oh, I'm big Will Smith, I have big car.
If you could do anything differently, what would you have done?
Guess I want the money back. It's more than I got, actually, for that day's work. You know.
I'm sorry, Peter, I'm not a method actor. Could you explain that to me?
Well, in the scene, I figured, you know, I gave Will Smith his change for the candy bars and the sodas. So I go to the register, but Mr. Prop Guy, whatever they call him, didn't really do his homework because the register is 20 bucks short. So the money you see me counting, 20 of that is mine.
Where's that money now?
As far as I know, Will Smith took it. The scene is over, Will Smith is gone, and so is my $20. I think Will Smith took my money.
Will Smith took your money.
Will Smith took my money.
I almost forgot.
And Peter wasn't alone. Here's another $5 for Will. And if you think a few bucks doesn't mean something to Will Smith, listen to this.
You owe me money. Yeah. You owe me $14. Thank you very much.
Here he is cashing a check. Steals a candy bar for the kid while he's at it, and off they go. Keep the change. What a guy.
No credit and down $20.
Okay. Will Smith owes me 20 bucks.
How are you going to get this money back?
I'm planning on suing.
You're going to sue Will Smith.
My attorneys are in touch. I'm gonna sue.
For how much?
$267,000.
That seems like an astronomical dollar amount. Where does that come from?
Emotional distress. I told a lot of people I was in that movie. My mailman still gives me shit to this day.
But you were in the movie.
Was I?
Yes.
Oh, really? Was I? Really?
Is this just a frivolous lawsuit designed to tag a celebrity, tag you're it? Where does it come from?
I've experienced severe loss of consortium.
You expected to have a sex scene with Mr. Smith?
Look, movie stars get a lot of action. By preventing me from being in that film and being a big-time actor, I have experienced severe loss of consortium.
$245,000 worth of consortium?
Big time. No consortium.
That's a lot of consortium, Mr. Mussad.
Oh, I'd say in the neighborhood of 840 lost. Give or take a consortium.
I'm sorry, 840 what?
That's 840 women at $300 a woman.
How did you arrive at that $300 number?
Craigslist.
If you could say one thing to Will Smith right now, what would it be?
Well, let's see. How about the Bagger Vance was ridiculous?
What else?
If I could say, pay me.
But this is about more than just money, right?
No.
What else would you say?
Look, I know I'm not Will Smith, but I opened and closed that scene.
And so we close this sad scene. For Peter, this means another lonely bus ride home. As for Will Smith, he has a new movie coming out, for which he was paid a reported $20 million, not including tips.